Hey. What's good, everybody? It's your girl, DREA Nicole. We had to do it because I had to do it. And I am here, as y'all see, I'm not in the studio or at home. I am here. I have a surprise for y'all. I would say a visitor to the show, but technically I'm visiting them. Come say hi, special guest.
Oh, so low. Short people, I swear. Hey, y'all. I'm back. Better than ever.
I'm weak. So anybody who is a friend to the show know that that is my baby boy right there.
Supposed to be.
Yeah, and my co-host, when he's around, when he got time, because he's a teenager and he got a job and apparently a girlfriend and stuff.
Wow. Why did you bring her into it, mother? You did not have to bring my girlfriend into it. Okay?
But yeah, so welcome everybody. Today is just gonna be a less vibe about it show. This week has been very heavy on America, or certain parts of America. So I just really wanted to talk about self-care and self-love. Like, we're really gonna need these tips and tricks in the years to come. I'm sorry to say, but the new president, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
He's a felon.
So there's going to be a lot of things happening and coming down the pike and this, that, and the other. There's already things starting to happen, like people already going in, and it hasn't even been a full week. I don't know if you guys heard about that text message that's going around telling people that they have been chosen to pick cotton or to be in a field or to be a house N-word. That's absolutely crazy to me. It's freaking bananas.
I had a friend get that too.
What? Let me tell you something. And I'm going to say this on the air. Any of y'all motherfuckers come after one of my kids, fuck around and find out. Point blank, period. This is the time where, and I said it previously, I said if that man gets voted back in, all that stuff that, we was talking through the years, oh, slavery, that couldn't be me, that couldn't be me. Prove it. Prove it. You're going to have to prove it now because they're going to test us. They're going to test us. They're absolutely going to test us. From law enforcement, just people on the street. We already had the Karens. It's going to be amplified because right now they feel justified. And, it's not to say that it's everybody, you know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me how many people of color has supported this man, even after some of the things that he has said, and he still found a way to support him. I don't understand the mindset, but we've been saying for a while, you have in America's line of I guess I don't want to say the food chain, but America's, I guess, line of class or whatever, Black women are at the very bottom. You know what I'm saying? You have white men, then white women, then the Black man, and then the Black woman. Or men and women of color. So we just gonna have to stay 10 toes down. As a woman of color, haven't really felt protected by men of color in a long time. So I just feel like as women, we just gotta stick together with each other, stick together with our allies, because I just feel like it's gonna get crazier before it gets better. With that being said, I've never seen a presidential election render so many tears, brought people to tears. People are in fear. I've never seen so much talk about support after an election. People who need support, people like there's support groups popping up because of the results of this election. That should tell people, like, yo, after an election, you need a support group. This ain't cool. This ain't cool. It's nothing about this person being elected. You see, I won't say his name. There's nothing about this person being elected that's good, where people need a support group just because he's in office. What the fuck? Like, what? I don't understand it. I don't get it. We just gotta pray. We gotta pray, y'all. We just gotta pray. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. Like, we just gotta pray and do a lot of self-care. Like, we have to take care of ourselves, take care of each other. You know, cause it's crazy. And I have nothing but boys. So it's like I gave birth to like the most feared entities in this world. And I fear for them. I fear for them. As a mother, I fear for them. We're gonna have to get suited and booted, y'all, and we're gonna have to find some sort of unity. All of this on the internet, you know, men of color against women of color and talking down on each other. We gotta stop. Gotta stop. There is bigger fish to fry. There's bigger things at hand. There is bigger things at stake. Our children are gonna suffer if we don't stop. Cut the shit. Cut the shit. This is not the time for petty bullshit. Oh, you know, I don't like the black women because she wear wigs. I wear a fucking wig. So what? That means I'm not worth living? That means I'm less than because I'm wearing a wig? They don't give a fuck if you're wearing a wig, if you're wearing braids, if you're wearing bantu knots. They don't care. If you have dreads, if you have a perm, if you have a weave, they don't care. This is all they see. We need to get it together. We absolutely positively need to get it together. And all this, you know, trying to do it the right way within the system, but that's all well and good, but the system wasn't constructed with us in mind. So I'm not expecting the system to work for us. This is the same system that has men of color considered less than 100% man. The system don't give a shit about you, boo. Not one bit. We need to get it together. That's all I'm going to say about that. I had to get my little rant out. I had to get it out. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to get it out because it's just bananas to me. It's just bananas to me. the stuff that I've been seeing, that I've been hearing, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But what do some of you guys plan on doing to take care of yourself? Self-care, self-love. How do you get through things? What are some of you guys' coping mechanisms, you know? For me, music is a coping mechanism. You know, music, writing songs, or just writing in general. Sometimes, you know, it's not a song. Sometimes it's just me getting my feelings out on paper. Sometimes it's not a singy song. Sometimes it's a rap. But music is definitely a tool that I use as therapy to get things off of me. You just got to get it off of you, you know? Just got to get it off of you. And so I use music to get things off of me. I have I put a question in that had to do with a podcast group. And I got a lot of feedback on there that I would like to talk about. But before we get all the way into what the feedback was, let me throw the question out there. I said, how do you handle a friend that crosses your boundaries and think that it's a joke? Now, I'm always coming from a place of personal, you know, and I'm trying to be a better human, because my first instinct is like to punch him in the face or cuss them out, or, you know, if it's over the phone, hang up the phone or block or whatever. So I just wanted to get an idea of something that other people do. So DC, I'm gonna throw the question to you. How do you handle a friend that crosses your boundaries and crosses them, but act like it's a joke? Like, you tell them something that bothers you, and like if you say, you know, it bothers me if you touch me on my shoulder, and then they, you know, they come and they touch you and this is like, just stop playing. Like, what do you do in cases like that, DC? What is some of the things you do to keep the peace? Are you there? DC! He must have went to the bathroom or something. Okay. So let's take it to the chat. Let's see. So Lily Jones, my girl, Miss Lily Jones, the Collective, Back to Basics Productions. I'm gonna get into that. But she said, ooh, we address it up front, but it can get tricky for folks who don't know any better. So I said, if when they don't know any better, what do you do? Because that can cause you stress. Like, do you just be like, oh, that's just such and such, you know, that's just how they are. But if it's really bothering you, then that's going to end up stressing you out. And I know for me, if I don't address something right away or address it within, you know, what I feel is a good amount of time, then I end up lashing out at the person. And it may come across rude or mean or nasty. You know what I mean? So, like, when will you address it? Do you address it right away? Do you see if it happens again? You know? Like, what would you guys do? So her response to that is, girl, some folks really don't know how to be right. And I agree, it can cause stress. But it's still like, what do you do? Kev, if you have a friend that constantly crosses your boundaries, like you say you don't like something.
They cut off. They go. I mean,
just like that.
After the first time, you cut off. I've cut people off because of that.
And he's 17, y'all. And he cut him off.
Yeah, but you know this generation is crazy. Yeah, exactly. This is why people can't stay in relationships either. Oh. But me, and I keep mine. I'm a good one. I'm catch. I'm catch.
He said, I keep my relationships. I'm a good one. I'm a catch.
I do not associate myself with this generation when it comes to that.
Talk your shit, baby. Okay, so to the same question, Letitia Monique Nash in the group, she said, nip it in the bud. If it continues, then it's intentional and they are not my friend. I agree wholeheartedly. I told her I felt that big time. Tracy Caldwell in the chat said, fade the black. She said, I'm out of here. She just said, fade the black. We're not even going to discuss it. And I'm there with, like, I'm getting to the point in my life where I ain't got time to be arguing with people on how to act right. Like, we are all grown. I shouldn't have to argue with you for you to act right, for you to act how you would want people to treat you. You would want people to respect your boundaries that you set, especially if you call them friend or family. You want them to respect the boundaries that you set. So why can't you respect mine? I don't care if you don't agree with it. This is my boundary. You don't have to agree with it, but respect it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get back to some of these responses.
Well, your little rant.
Tonight is a rant night.
I mean, yes.
Tonight is a rant night.
Tonight's a great night. How about that? Tonight's a great night.
Tonight's a great night. It is a great night for a rant.
We can rant together. I love it.
Right. Exactly.
In other words.
So Kenya Callender, who is not only a great photographer, not only a magazine owner, Style and Soul magazine, which I was in her edition. What was it, last month or 2 months ago? I think no.
For you not to remember, it was crazy.
September. I think it was September.
It was 2 months ago.
Yes, I think it was September because I think my copy came in the mail when I came back from before I went to New York. But yeah, in September, I was one of the people featured in her magazine. I'm waiting to get a cover, Kenya, though, but I'm waiting to get a cover. I've been all up and through that bitch. I want a cover. I'm just saying. Because this is like my third time in the magazine. But she said if they my real friend, they would know not to do that because they know that I will let them have it. If they a new friend, I will let them know right then and there. So new friends will get a little leeway because they don't know you yet. But old friends that been there for a while, they know. They know. They know. And so the ones that know, I say that, you can punch them in the stomach and the throat. But
Chop them in the throat.
Straight up. Anyway, these just jokes, folks. I'm not that violent. Shut up, Ken.
You have to talk about Texas.
Shut up. Oh. Maribel. Hey, Marty. She said, you let them know that you are uncomfortable. And if they are truly your friends, they will get it.
Huh?
And so I said to her, I said, well, if they don't get it, then what? She said, you distance yourself from their presence. And if asked why you distance yourself, it's because you didn't respect how I felt. Boom. That's it. But and the crazy thing is, it should be that simple, shouldn't it? Oh, DC put in the chat, hey, Kev.
That's my man.
DC, Kev said, that's my guy. And you know, people should get it. But I was recently in a situation where I told somebody that, you know, pretty much I set a boundary. And I was like, you know, I'm really not here for that. I'm really not trying to be about that. And then 20 minutes later, all in the same conversation, they violated that very boundary. And so I hung up the phone because I was like, I just told you. Okay. Okay. Thanks, D. And it's like, I just told you how I felt about this, and you do it anyway. I told this person, I said, do not call my phone after midnight and before 10, especially on a weekend. What they do? Call me 1 something in the morning. And then the following night, 3 something in the morning. Bruh. Bruh. I'm just saying. Okay. TJ so sincere. My girl TJ's on her world tour right now. I'm so jealous. I gotta meet her at one of her stops. I gotta meet her at one of her stops. But yeah, she's like on her world tour right now. And she says, let them know, and if they don't respect it, then the long handle spoon. Make your distance. And she said, and I said, they get so offended when you distance yourself. And she said, oh, well. Oh, well. Be offended then. Sorry, y'all. Dropped out and had to come back. So, I don't know if y'all got that last part, but I told TJ, I said, people get offended when you distance yourself. And she said, oh, well. Let them be offended. Sometimes you just got to let people be themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, you show me who you are. Who you are is not agreeing with who I am. And so now I got to let it go. It took me a long time to learn that. It took me a long time to stop arguing with people over who they are because it doesn't align with who I am. If it doesn't align, then, you know, not to sound old school and churchy, then we're not equally yoked. So then, because that equally yoked thing, that's not just with romantic relationships. That equally yoked thing is with friendships as well. If we're not on the same page, We're not in the same church, in the same pew, crossing our legs the same way. Baby, maybe we need to reevaluate this. Maybe you shouldn't be such a close friend. It's okay for people to just be an associate. You ain't got to be mad at them for who they are. You just distance yourself because who they are is not aligning with who you are. But I see you in the street. Hey, how you? How the family? Y'all good? Good. See you next time I bump into you in the street. Everybody doesn't have to be a best friend. Everybody doesn't have to be close. Everybody does not have to be your inner circle.
You're speaking right now.
See, because I'm learning. I had to learn these things, and I learned these things late in life. I want to hold on to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I always want to hold on to everybody, but you can't do that.
Everybody's not meant to be held on to.
Everybody's not meant to be held on to it. Everybody is not meant to go where you're going in life.
Facts.
And it is what it is. No hate, boo-boo.
Yeah, all love.
No hate, all love. Wish you the best. Hope you find more people that align with you. I'm just not one of them.
Not in my future.
Right. I'm just not one of them. And it's okay. And it's okay not to be one of them. I had to learn that with family. I had to learn that with friends. It's okay. It's okay for me not to be in the numbers.
Thanks.
Okay, so this is my favorite response to the question. I'm gonna say the question one more time because you gotta hear the question, this answer like back to back. How do you handle a friend that crosses your boundaries and think that it's a joke? My girl Farrah Red said, throat punch him. That's it. She said throat punch him. That's it.
Chop him in the throat.
You can always tell when my Brooklyn people enter the chat. You can always tell when Brooklyn enter the chat. Oh my gosh. When I tell you, I laugh so hard. When I say, because everybody, you know, is being sensible. She throat punch him. Not chop him. She said throat punch him.
It takes that sometimes. You can't always be sensitive with people. You gotta just hit them where it hurts.
You know, like Greyhound workers.
You didn't have to fly up in the air and kick him in the back. I was almost stuck in Texas because of you. Remember that?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We are just having fun, y'all. For real. We are just having fun. And I hope y'all having fun listening. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I've been such a people pleaser before.
Okay.
To where it's like, now that I'm realizing there is more years behind me than ahead of me, and the years that I have left, I ain't going back and forth with you motherfuckers. I'm not gonna do it. If you get cut off, oh well, had to do it. Because I can't go back and forth with people. I ain't got that kind of time. Literally, I ain't got that kind of time.
1 second.
Look, y'all. Kev Boo loving. Look.
Mom, please don't. Go back to your show, Mom. Jeez.
Lord, y'all, my baby boot up. But yeah, because like I'm at a crossroad with a lot of friendships and things. I'm at a crossroad with a lot of with some, not a lot of friendships, but definitely with one. And I'm just trying to figure out the best way to like handle it, because I don't hate the person. by any means. But I have to let them know that, this is not funny to me. This is serious to me. If I set a boundary, that means that anything that I tell you that bothers me, you think that you're gonna just do what you want, and you can't just do what you want with me. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do what you want. You gotta respect it. Just like you want respect, you gotta respect. Period. Period. So that is my first half an hour of just ranting. Of just ranting. I had to get these things off my chest. I had to get it off me. I had to get it off me. So there's a couple of things, coming down the pike or whatever. I kind of did this backwards because I usually do like my current event stuff first and then get into my other things. But the rant part was so placed on my heart today that I had to get that out. I had to get it out. I had to get it off. And DC, you still ain't tell me your answer to the question. Like, how would you handle a situation with a friend like that? Are you going to answer the question?
All right. How would I handle the situation with a friend like what?
If you have a friend that you set a boundary with and they cross the boundary like it's like as a joke.
It's not a joke. They're violating your friendship rules. You have to have friendship rules, and I mean, it happens all the time. I mean, DC, I'm a good looking guy. Everybody knows I got me a good girl. They want to try and see if they can be her, and they can't. And you try to put them in the right place. It's I bet you it happens to you more than anything. Because how many friends do you have that are through the industry? And then as soon as you're friends, how many times do they think that just because you singing together, you go sleep together?
That part.
Yeah. How come we can't just sing a love song together? Because you're in love with that girl over there, and I'm in love with me. And that's it. It's
Right.
hard. Friendship
Right.
barriers are the hardest ones to set. They're very hard. But
Right.
like you said, like you're saying, what would I do? I'd cut ties. I'm sorry. If you break the friendship boundary, you're not taking what I have. I'm not your friendship's not worth what I have. I'm sorry. You don't want to follow a little simple rule of boundary.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. I just gotta find a tactical way because I get rude. But I feel like you're being rude.
No, it's like let's just say like you and I, we've known each other for a long time. Let's say that for some reason you make a pass at me. I'm gonna let you know right away. Hey, you know what? Lisa. I ain't saying you ain't hot as shit because you know you are, but you can't do that. If it ever
Right.
happened again, we cutting ties. It's just that is it. You can't be nice about that because they're not being nice. I think
Right.
that's the soft part of society that we got to get ready for too. Because, like she said, shit's about to happen, and we're a soft country. We don't know how to defend ourselves. And I'm not talking about my age group or hers. I'm talking about like Kev, not Kev himself because his mama got him straight. But that age group there, they don't know what to do except for to shoot guns. They don't know what to do. I'm scared.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've never seen such a crazy reaction to an election in my life.
Facts. I saw friendships break up today on Facebook. I saw people say, and this is the hardest part, okay? Kamala didn't have enough time to preach. She got set up, okay? We all knew that from the get go. And then on the second side of that, this man has already been president once. It's just going to be the same thing again if you know what's going on. It's because the reason why it's going to be worse is because we're soft. We're extremely soft country right now.
Facts.
I hear Kev laughing. It's true. We're so soft. Like if you ask Kev, majority of his friends,
We were talking
if
about it. I'm trying to
yeah,
figure out how a felon can be a
yeah,
president, but they can't vote.
no,
Right.
nobody knows how to confront their friends. They're just
I just started like slowly taking people off of my Facebook and stuff because like I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it because it's like the whole time that the campaigning was going on, these people wasn't saying nothing. Now all of a sudden you want to have your shit on your shoulders like you did
facts.
something.
Hmm.
Fuck out of here. Yeah, I
I
can't do
think
it.
the ones that got me the best where I watch TikTok a lot. Okay. And I didn't know this. I didn't know that if you were a convicted felon in some states, you could still vote. I didn't know that. And,
Mhm.
and you know what, Mr. Trump, shame on you. Shame on you going after convicted felons only in the states where you know they can vote and tell them that you're going to legalize weed. I get it, but shame on you. Shame on you. That's not right. But all those women that went out there and said that their man's a piece of shit because they voted for Trump because he was going to legalize weed. Girl, come on. Your life was fucked up before this vote. Let's just keep it real. I watch these TikToks and they're like, man, my man been to prison 3 times. Okay, your life is fucked up right there.
Right.
Your man has been to prison 3 times and you stayed because you love him. Your life is probably not that great. Don't blame
The
don't
man that
blame
went to
Trump
prison.
saying he's gonna give you free weed and your man wanting to vote for him that now Trump's an asshole. No, your life is no different than it was gonna be yesterday.
Facts.
Yeah. But
That
those are the
part.
people that make me scared, to be honest.
Right.
Those people are gonna revolt and they don't even know what they're revolting for.
Exactly. I'm just worried about like the board of education was already going downhill. So now you're going to eliminate it, but what is going to take the place of it?
I don't know. I don't
Like
know.
what is going to happen? Like thank God my last kid is graduating.
Facts.
Like thank
Yeah.
God my last kid is graduating.
Class
I mean,
25.
keep it real here. I mean, my girl's a 33-year teacher. Keep it real. Things are real in my world, but they're not real in everybody's world.
Right.
Okay? Everything he does doesn't affect every single person. And
Right.
the people that are getting mad, like you haven't seen me on TikTok blasting him, have you? I'm mad.
Right.
It's directly affecting our household, possibly, if he gets
Right.
it done. Okay? You don't see me getting on TikTok. You see all the people getting on TikTok that their lives are already fucked up. And I hate to tell you, when your life's already messed up, and then you get a reason to go fight, man, that's how the Revolutionary War started. And I wasn't there, but I read about it. I'm scared about that. The people that I'm scared of the poor people right now. Not black, not white, not brown, just poor. Because I
I'm
really
scared for
think,
women.
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
scared for
women.
women.
I'm scared for black women. I'm scared for women that want to get pregnant and don't want to get married.
I'm scared for that woman that may have been raped and the pregnant and then like what is she supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? I'm scared for that. I'm just there's so many things that we fought to have. You know what I mean? And for it to just be erased for what? What is my decision affecting you? Like how is my decision on whether or not to have a kid how is that affecting you? What makes that the government's business? Because then you want to get mad if I ask for government assistance to help take care of the kid. Then you know what I'm saying? So it's like damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Facts. All facts.
And
But you know
yes,
the one thing,
you
like you
should
say,
be
it's
more
gonna good.
yeah, and yes, you should be more careful. But shit happens.
Facts. You know how you say it's gonna go away? It's not gonna everything that we've got going forward, it's not gonna go away. It's going to slow it down because we're creative people. And that's the one thing that Kev's generation's got. Extremely creative. They think of things and ways around things that
Mm-hmm.
I would never have thought of. They're very creative. So, like, they can put all kinds of laws in place. We're going to creatively find ways around them. People have been breaking laws for years, including them.
Right.
Okay, let's get it real. You know, so I, I don't know. The education part's scary. I mean, there's enough doctors out there where, and let's just keep it real. If you're a female and you want to get an abortion, there are female doctors out there that will help you. Let's just keep it real. Women bond together. There will be a group forming. It'll be an undergroup. It doesn't matter. They got a doctor's degree. If they're there to help you, you go. It won't be
Right.
government funded. You might have to come off some money, but if you want to get an abortion, you're going to have the right to do so from a qualified doctor because these women are going to get together and make a group. Watch, it's going to happen. Think about this the
I hope
simple
so.
thing of car driving, Uber. One
Mhm.
woman got raped in North Carolina, and another woman decided that she was going to buy 8 cars and she was only going to cater to women in North Carolina. Her company got bought by Atlanta Hartsfield. It's called hers. If you want to get picked up by a female and you're a female so you feel safe, they only cater to females. If they can do that with Uber, what makes you think they can't do it with abortions? I'm just saying, we'll find a way around it. Don't get that scared about that. Get scared about education, though. If it takes away the teachers and the school boards, how are we going to educate our kids?
Right.
That's scary.
Right. School, medical, and then it's not even like so much the governmental things, but it's the mindset of the people that follow this man.
Mhm.
That's scary.
Facts.
That's scary.
Mhm.
You know, he reignited something that everybody was naive to the fact still existed.
Facts. I mean, there've been right wing presidents before back in the days of slavery. We all know that. There's been lots of right wing and left wing presidents, and the majority since in our days, since like I've been living, have been just like they're on one side of the fence and another side of the fence the next month. It's been both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Trump's the only modern day whatever wing he is. He's on that wing. He's just extremely, and the people that follow him, man, I'm talking about not the people that voted for him,
Mm-hmm.
people that religiously follow him. Some of them are pretty scary to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And when stuff like that, text messages going around,
Yeah.
and
Now let me
that's
ask you something. Do you think there's another rumor out there? This is black originated.
no, I saw a thing where they found, well, they got in contact with one of the people, it was traced back to them, or at least traced back to their phone. And when the person answered the phone, they was like, it was just a joke, and then they hung up.
See,
That's not funny.
that's not funny. You know what it's going to do? It's going to provoke that Revolutionary War. The wrong white person or the wrong, I don't even, doesn't even matter when you get a text. It doesn't even matter what color you are. When you send a text to an African American person, it says something about slavery, you are opening up a can of worms. Don't poke the bear. You know what happens if that joke pokes the wrong person?
Right.
And,
Or
and he
what
goes get
happens
his
is
boys and
with
shit.
somebody on both sides take this joke seriously. One person is like, yeah, yeah, they're gonna be slaves again. And then you got the other person on the other side, like, fuck around, find out.
Those are the people that I
It's,
like. Like last
it's
night on
simply
Zoe's show,
crazy.
Zoe on his show last night speak that shit at 7 o'clock on Thursdays. Zoe said, "Come and find out. Come send me a text." He said, "I will show up." Do you
Bad.
think there? Do you think there's more people like you? I hate saying African Americans. I feel like I'm saying something wrong because most people that are black that are here.
I just say people
Yeah,
of color
okay,
because you don't even have to
yeah,
be considered African American. But if you look anywhere near like me, you're gonna get the
right.
same treatment.
Facts. Do you think that people that look like you are more in the realm of come and get it? Or do you think they're more scared?
I think more on the realm of fuck around and find out.
I think it's so. And you know what? I'm not, I don't look like you, but I'm on to come and find out. If you
Right.
guys
That's
know
why I'm like, we need to
BFAM
band together.
109.6, we got
Not
16 shows here and 14 of them are black. Come get some. Send
right.
me a text message. I'll show up. I would love
Right.
to show up.
That's not like we all need to band together, not just people of color, but our allies as well. You know what I'm saying? Like the state of the world is not gonna keep me from being your friend. You know what
I
I mean?
just,
It's not gonna keep me from speaking to you. I'm not putting everybody in a box. But those who want to be in that box, find out. That's it.
yeah.
That's it.
Things, it's different. There are different laws here in America. Maybe slavery had its time, and maybe it worked when it did. I don't know what it did. I wasn't alive then. I don't even know if it happened the way it did. I'm not trying to preach that. I just know if you try to tell somebody in today's world and start whooping them and beating them, you know you can't do that. You know you
Right.
can't do that. It's against the law. You can't even whoop your kids at Walmart. That woman hit her kid with a belt at Walmart, went to jail, didn't she? Come on, man. We're not going to survive in it. Like, if you're really worried about becoming a slave, come on, man. Look where you
Yeah.
are.
I'm not
Just,
worried about
you
becoming
know,
a slave. I'm worried about me or my kids or whatever getting
yeah.
hurt, protecting the fact that we're not going to become a slave.
I don't think it's like that. I just think that it's, when it happens, too many people are going to stand up. And I don't think color has anything to do with it. Like, let me find out that you talked to one of my podcasts and so one of them gets a text. Let me find out. I got a big mouth and a lot of powerful people. It's
Right.
game on. It's game on. I mean, if this is going to go to a war, I'm not going to be on the losing side.
Right.
But that's the fear. I think the fear is that people are ready to stand up because we've everybody's preaching, know your worth, know your worth, know your worth, and now
Right.
people know their worth, and I think the world's going pretty good. I don't care who the president is. I don't think that Trump or whoever was after him or before him or her or whoever was in presidency when all shit got good. I thought we were doing pretty good right now. Everybody's kind of like, you've got all kinds of groups. You got everybody respecting this person, that person. You can have sex with who you want. You can do this. You can do that. It's like there's a lot of freedoms that we got right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think people that enjoy these freedoms are not going to let him just step in and take it away.
Only time will tell.
Go ahead and finish your show. I fucked it up enough.
Only time will tell. Sidebar. So, like I said, my son is graduating this year, and he got his class ring. Right, y'all. Why is this boy finger so big? Why do I have 2 fingers in his class ring? Why? Why? This could be a moniker. This makes no sense. This makes no sense that this is his ring. This is not even this is a big toe ring for me. This is crazy. But anyway, I'm proud of my baby. He is going to be graduating in May. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. You know, that's going to be part of the show in May. That's going to be part of the show. My graduate. My last one. But yeah. So everybody just figure out a way to take care of yourself. If you don't have people in your circle that you could talk to, there are groups and things out there. Like, people are grieving right now. So there's grief counseling out there. There's grief counseling out there. There's things like Talk Space out there. There's just find some way to keep your peace and challenge your energy positively as much as you can. Like, come on here and be like, punch him in the throat and stomach. But, that's not the answer to everything. And that's me joking. But find an outlet. And to all you radicals out there, whatever, find another outlet. Get a fucking hobby. Get a hobby. Find something else to do. Seriously, just find something else to do. Ain't nobody here for none of that. Ain't nobody here for none of that. Get a hobby, build something, get some Legos, do something with your hands.
Can we make a recommendation too? If you do get one of these texts, don't go alone. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Right. Tell your people. I mean, if you're going to go alone, at least tell your people, please.
Right. I say don't go at all.
I don't know.
Don't go at all and report it.
Who are you going to report to that you know is going to take care of it? Let's keep it factual because.
Yeah, but you also don't know what you're walking into or what you and your people will be walking into. See, they're prepared for you because obviously they may know what you look like because people have been getting text messages with their name on it. And in this day and age where everything being on the internet, they could have looked up what you look like. They could look you up.
I wish I had a black name.
By your phone number, your email, your name. If they got those three things, I bet you they could find you on Facebook, on Instagram. So they know what you look like, but you don't know what they look like.
You're Googleable.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So they know exactly what you look like, and you don't know what or who you looking for.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think you need to take care of it. You can't just walk around. If somebody's got your phone number, doesn't that mean that they can pin your location? I mean, I'm not up on this technical stuff, but I know somebody sent me a pin of their location and they were standing in a parking lot. So I just imagine if they can send me a pin to my phone, how can I not? I can send somebody a pin to the phone while I'm in the mall. Pin your location.
But I think, I don't know, maybe you have to be, but things like that, this is why I don't keep my location on.
Exactly. I don't keep mine on either. But if you got your location on and they know your name off the internet, they come find you. Just take care of it. If you're going to report it, who are you going to report it to? You go to the police? I can't imagine that they're taking those calls.
But I'd rather you come to me than me walking into some sort of like trap or something that I can't control. If you come to me, like you're in my environment, I can almost control that being approached. But me walking into something and I don't know what I'm walking into, I don't know. I'd rather you walk into something you don't know what you're walking into.
Call me. You can call me.
Because I don't know. It's just like how my mom used to say, like if you in an argument with somebody is going to lead to a fight, you never go to the person's house. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to their house. They got too many weapons in their house. They ready for you in their house. You got to catch them in the street somewhere. You can't go to their house. So it's like, if somebody's telling me, meet me at this location, you ready for me at that location. You ready for me in your house. Nah. If you want me, you're going to have to come get me. I ain't going to make it easy for you. You're going to have to come get me. Try your luck. Try your luck. Because I could come with 3 people thinking I have enough people and they got 10. Nah, I'm good. You gonna have to come get me. You're gonna have to work for this. You're gonna have to work for this. And people like try not to be out by yourself. If you do go somewhere where you're meeting friends at a place, have somebody walk you to your car. Everybody should be walked to their vehicle. Nobody should be walked, left to walk alone. Get a friend to walk you to your vehicle. Make sure when you park in your car, you're in well-lit places and things like that. And that's just in general, especially for women. That's just in general. That's even before all of this. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it should be anyway. Because, for protection and whatever. If you in a state that allows you to carry, I say go for it. Not to just be all crazy and stuff. Not to just be crazy and stuff, but for protection. To protect yourself. Not to just be out there all willy-nilly doing all types of dumb shit. No, that's not what I'm saying. But we gonna need it, y'all. Cause mental illness is at an all-time high. So, like, it's the mentally ill ones that's gonna take it too far. It's gonna take shit too far. It's not the reasonable, rational thinking ones. And some of the ones that you think, like, you look at them and you be like, they should be reasonable and rational. They got mental illnesses. These people are freaking mental on the low. Look how intelligent Hannibal Lecter was. These people are crazy on the low. And you can't tell me like this, a lot of this stuff, like sending out that text message, you got to be mentally ill if you think that that is okay or funny or cool. So there's nothing okay, funny, or cool about that. And so all those people out there was like, oh, we've come so far. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors. Because was I around in slavery? No. But I was around my great grandmother growing up, and she was born into slavery. So it wasn't that long ago. If I could speak to if I was old enough that I was able to speak to somebody who was born into slavery, it wasn't long enough. It wasn't that long ago. It wasn't far enough away from me. It was not far enough away from me. Think about these things. A lot of these women rights issues, we just got these rights within either, for the young ones, either your mama's lifetime or your grandmama's lifetime. We just got these rights. It wasn't that long ago, y'all. It wasn't that long ago. So these people who made these laws are still around. Either they're still around or it's their children who learned from them that's still here. Don't be so naive to think it was so long ago. Because it wasn't. It really wasn't that long ago. You see how years fly by and time passes real quick? It really was not that long ago. It may not have been in your lifetime, but it wasn't that far before you got here. And that's all I really got to say about that. Like, protect yourselves, love yourselves. I love you. I love all of y'all dearly. And as I always say, desire to inspire before you expire. And I hope I'm doing a little bit of that even when I'm ranting. I want to inspire people to do good and to be careful and to love yourself as I love you. And on that note, y'all, motherfucker, I'm out.